So hello everyone, huge thank you for joining our webinar today on enhancing key cabinet access for contractors. My name's Jason Allen and I'm the Product Marketing Manager here at Rapid, and I'll be your host today. And I'm delighted to be joined by our panelists, Trent Lobel, CEO of Torus, and Raymond Musa, Business Development Director at Rapid in the UK. Trent and Raymond, perhaps I can start by asking you both just to give a brief description about what Torus does and who Rapid is.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Jason. So look, Torus is an elegant and sophisticated key management solution. So our company was founded in 2001, and it's been providing key management solutions for 20 odd years. And then key management is not always simple, and using key management solutions, it doesn't always make it easy and simple. But we're really passionate that managing keys should be easy. So we've put a lot of time and effort to ensure that Torus does that. It makes managing keys easy.
Fantastic. And Raymond, maybe if you can tell us just a little bit about Rapid.
Yeah, thanks, Jason and Trent. Rapid is an end-to-end workplace health and safety solution that offers advanced AI features, along with all the integrations and tools you need to manage safety more efficiently. Whether it's in inducting or managing contractors, streamlining site access, conducting audits, monitoring unsafe acts, reporting incidents, our software has everything a workplace needs to stay safe. We've been around for 20 plus years and just recently launched into the UK market.
Yeah, that's very exciting to finally be in the UK market, which is great. Look, thanks, guys. I might start by asking you, Trent, just what are the challenges when it comes to different key access requirements for staff, visitors, and contractors?
Yeah, so look, with a key management solution in place, staff will generally have existing authorization to gain access to keys, really for the duration of them being a staff member. Whereas visitors and contractors, sort of by definition, typically an organisation won't want them to have kind of ongoing unlimited access to keys. And best practice is that they will only have access to keys. They should only have access to keys when they present at site. So the challenge for a solution, a tech solution, is to enable that and differentiate them from being from staff member. And then the typical scenario is that contractors or visitors will present at the site, have to wait, queue, to then be manually fill out forms, manually be issued keys, very time consuming. And also it's expensive because contractors charge fees to do that. So yeah, look, a well-resolved solution will avoid all of that, and when they present at site, it will automatically give them access to the keys that they need access to eliminate that wasted time and frustration.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Maybe Raymond might ask you, what requirements does a workplace need to consider for visitors and contractors specifically when it comes to key cabinet access?
Visitors and contractors are unknown entities, and they need to understand the safety guidelines and evacuation procedures. Can include them having to agree with the health and safety protocols, PPE requirements, and the worksite rules. Ideally, if this can all be done before they come on site, it means that the visitor or the contractor arrives, they're already compliant and can verify their ID based on the details they provide. And this streamlines the check-in procedure and provides quick, hassle-free access to keys.
Yeah, thanks, Raymond. And I guess my next question is probably, how can organizations ensure that their, key control systems are comprehensive enough to effectively manage contractor key access? Maybe Trent, you can answer this one.
Yeah, I think the standard option, or I think the minimum requirement, is that a key management solution will enable a contractor to be given access to keys before they present at the site. And then before they present at the site, they can receive either an SMS and or an email that provides them with a user ID and a PIN number, so that when they access the site, they can use that user ID and PIN on the key, the cabinet, the secure cabinet that stores the keys, and then gain access to the keys. That's probably a two-step solution though, because they've also had to gain access to the site for getting to the cabinet. So a much better solution is to have the contract management solution that gives them access to the site, integrated with the key management solution. So it's just a one-step process.
Yeah, thanks, Trent. And you touched on, I guess, a couple of things there, like the being able to get a message and a PIN number for the contractor to enter in order to access keys. Maybe Raymond, you can give a bit more detail on where Rapid kind of plays in this space and how it kind of works with Torus to ensure key access.
I think Trent has touched on it briefly there as well. Is Rapid providing that pre-registration of the contractor at a company and individual level allows for that pre-registration to be done, for the information of the site to be communicated beforehand, and then Rapid provides that compliance gatekeeper through the visitor management system that only allows approved contractors to sign in and gain access to site. With the PIN being issued directly from the visitor management system, this also ensures that they receive the keys, and again on sign out are able to return the keys, effectively closing the loop and ensuring all the keys are managed effectively.
And Trent, what are some of the risks when it comes to key management solutions, and specifically when it comes to contractors? What are some of the risks people need to consider?
Yeah, I guess there's two elements to it. So without having a sophisticated, well-resolved key management solution, I've just sort of touched upon frustration, loads of wasted time for staff, but also the waiting time for the contractors, which incurs contractor fees. So there's kind of a financial, operational efficiency risk to a business with a poor key management solution. And it's really surprising how many organisations, before they have a key management, an automated key management solution in place, require contractors to travel to a central location to be issued the key, manually issued the keys, to then drive to wherever they need to go and do their job, and then they're expected to return again at the end of their job. So there's a lot of friction there for the contractor, like again, more wasted time, more fees, which is kind of the financial side of it. But by having all of that friction in the system, it greatly increases the likelihood that the keys don't get returned. So the contractor, if they're maintenance, HVAC, are busy doing their job. They might be running late. They have to go to another job, or it's getting to the end of the day and they forget, can't be bothered, whatever. And the keys so often don't get returned. They end up in a bag. They end up in the vehicle of the contractor. And then, of course, that presents the risk of, ultimately they could get into the wrong hands. But the organisation just simply doesn't know where they are. They don't know that the keys are in the house of a contractor, the bag, or the vehicle of a contractor.
Yeah, those are some big problems. Raymond, do you have anything to add there?
Yeah, I think also with the contract and visitor management system integrated with the key cabinet, as Trent mentioned, there's a lot of times these sites are unmanned. So you have a direct line of sight of who's signed into site, who's been issued which key, when they were issued the key, who they're visiting, their host on site. All of that's available from a centralized dashboard. So it gives those facility managers or whoever's in charge of the keys to have that direct line of sight of who's on site, who had which key, have they left site and not returned the key. Although the visitor management system will prompt them to return the key, there's still that direct line of sight. So it's working hand in hand. There's that immediate work start, pre-inducted, aware of site conditions, and who has which key or who had which key at what time.
Yeah, thanks. And you both touched on some security risks there. Maybe we can talk a bit more about what are some of the security risks, and how can an enterprise grade key management solution mitigate those security risks? Maybe start with you, Trent.
Yeah. So look, I guess we just sort of previously touched on the frequency and reasonably high probability that keys don't, without a well-resolved solution, keys don't get returned. They end up in vehicles' bags where they shouldn't be. That obviously can lead to the risk of the keys getting in the wrong hands. And that, depending what the organisation is, can present really serious potential risks to safety of people, but certainly the assets that are within the buildings and facilities that those keys gain access to.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I guess, can you share any examples of how an integrated key control system has improved operational efficiency and contractor key management in real world scenarios?
Yeah. Look, so we've got a lot of examples. Well, really, all of our customers, almost without exception, the management of the keys almost always touches on contractors because in a lot of certainly busy buildings and facilities, the typical staff that use them and the tenants using main entry doors, lifts, etc., will gain access through electronic access control. But base building areas for maintenance, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, typically all still either will use physical keys to control access to those doors and openings, and often it's required too from security purposes to use specific physical keys. So with Torus alone, it's obviously eliminating a lot of that manual time and effort, saving costs, securing the keys. But without an integration to a contractor management system, there's still two or three steps in place there. So in Australia, a couple of our large commercial real estate customers, one is Mirvac, another one is Centuria. They're both very large commercial real estate owners here in Australia. They have office properties, industrial, retail, residential. They're both really good examples where Torus is integrated with Rapid Global. And so there's that really efficient, seamless access to the buildings and facilities through Rapid, but also through Rapid, it's giving access to keys by the integration with Torus.
I think it's also important that to remember it's greatly improved the user experience of the contractor and the facility management personnel. The use of this integration of knowing who's allowed to be on site, who's received a key. So from both ends, that it's just streamlined and eliminated a lot of inefficiencies.
Mm.
And I guess we touched on the security kind of risks when it comes to key cabinet access. And what are some of the compliance challenges when it comes to key access, and how can, again, I guess Torus and Rapid help organizations stay compliant?
Well, I think, as we mentioned previously, staff and tenants or are known entities. Contractors and visitors are unknown entities. So site visits are irregular and often by different individuals. Each site has its own set of rules, compliance requirements based on the site, the operations. The contractor management system ensures the compliance challenges are addressed at a company or an individual level on a site-by-site basis across all workers, while the visitor management system can deliver the site compliance information directly to the visitor upon sign-in. So integration with a key management system ensures keys can only be allocated and issued to compliant contractors or pre-registered visitors, and it can all be configured by the client admin at a site or group level.
And Trent, how does the inclusion of contractors in key cabinet control systems enhance overall workplace, operational effectiveness? I know you've touched on some of the efficiency benefits, maybe because I think that's a huge value for workplaces. Maybe just to recap some of those efficiency benefits that we touched on earlier.
Yeah, so it's very unusual for anyone to have key management in their job description. Yet in every medium and large building and facility, there are like surprisingly very large numbers of physical keys. Even in the most sophisticated buildings that have a lot of electronic access control and state-of-the-art security solutions, there's still a lot of physical keys. So it falls to people that have to manage them, which is time out from probably potentially more productive, more fulfilling tasks. But managing keys, issuing them out manually to contractors, then having to chase them down manually when they haven't been returned, consumes enormous amounts of time, and people hate doing it. Right? It's a really frustrating, annoying thing. So implementing a well-resolved key management solution, it eliminates that frustration. Lots of operational inefficiency, and to Ray's point earlier, greatly improves the user experience for the contractor. So the contractor probably doesn't want to be charging more fees to wait to get keys. They'd rather not waste that time, get on with the job, finish the job, and get on to the next one. And then I guess repeating myself again, by integrating that with the contract management system, makes the whole process even more efficient. And then there's the risk management side of it, that you with an integrated solution, as we're discussing, the facility manager or the security manager, they will always know that when keys are not in use, they're secured inside the cabinet. And if they've been removed, they know who's got them at any point in time. And it's even there's even the ability to track the location of the keys once they're outside of the cabinet as well, with a location tracking device. So it's giving as much security as you possibly can.
Yeah, really good points. And when you think about it, it touches so many people across the workplace, like you said, from the contractors that are, checking in and accessing keys, to the security team on site, to the, compliance manager. And when you really think about it, there's a lot of value for a lot of different people within a workplace with a system like this. So just a final question, I guess, is looking ahead, what are some of the trends or innovations in key cabinet technology that we can expect to further enhance the contractor key access?
Yeah, so look, with our Torus product, the Torus solution, it is really using a lot of the best contemporary technology capability, the software stack. The product is built in, the security, the information security capability, the electronics inside the cabinet, the firmware that manages the cabinet. It's all really contemporary. 2020s tech stack. So there's probably not a lot on the tech side that we can really do to practically improve the key management experience. But what we can always do, and never ever ends, is continually improve find ways to improve the user experience. So that means making it as easy and simple as possible, because people don't want to spend their days managing a key management system. So we continue looking at ways to make it easier for the end user to gain access to the keys, but also the administrator, the facility manager, the security manager, to minimise the number of steps they have to take to give people access to keys or to chase them down. So I know it sort of sounds reasonably simple, but there's always lots of permutations and combinations with sites, cabinets, different types of keys. There's loads and loads of permutations and combinations. So we're really trying to make that as simple as possible.
Yeah, I think it's a good strategy. You can never go wrong by really focusing on the customer and the user and solving problems in the most effective way. Do you have any thoughts to add, Raymond, on any trends in innovation around contract compliance?
Rapid is continuously enhancing, updating our product range, listening very much to the market and what the needs are out there. But we strongly feel that AI is going to have a big impact on all the products going forward. And Rapid already offers the option of face authentication via an iPad or kiosk to streamline the sign-in process, but further enforce to help verify the ID and compliance before someone is gaining access to a key or gaining access to sites. So that's an area we will be focusing on quite heavily going forward in terms of just ensuring the compliance and identifying people is driven through the best possible formats.
Yes, that sounds really exciting. I guess just for all the people watching, if they want to get in touch and see the product in action and maybe have a view of a demo, maybe Trent and Raymond, you can just give us the details about how people can get in touch with you to organise a demo and a better look into the product and the integration.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, look, thanks, Jason. Look, best way is probably via our website. There's a contact us form. There's a form to book a demo, book a meeting with myself or one of our team. Happy to share the URL for the website.
Yeah, that'd be great. And Raymond, how can people get in touch with you?
Yeah, the same for us is via our website. There's a lot of product information, a lot of details there on our full range, a full suite of products, as well as all the integrations we offer across multiple partners, as well as Torus. So go to our website and complete a form there, request a demo, and get more information on all of our products and who we are.
Yeah, fantastic. And just a big thanks to both of you for making the time and providing all these insights. I think like I said, it touches so many people in the workplace, and there's a lot of efficiency and security and compliance benefits with this integration between Rapid and Torus, and particularly for contractors. So big thanks for joining us, and I hope everyone watching got a bit out of that. And please reach out if you want to see a demo and explore the integration further. I'm sure we can help. So thanks for your time, and thanks Trent and Raymond.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Thanks, Raymond.
Thanks, Trent.